Corporations. Now, a corporation is an artificial person or a legal entity that is created by law, and it consists of one or more persons. Now, a corporation is formed by filing the articles of incorporation with the Florida Department of State. And I really like this picture here. If you guys take a moment to stare at it, let's say you have two brokers, this lady and man here. They go form a real estate corporation. Well, technically that corporation is now the robot between the two. It's an artificial entity. It is its own separate being, technically, if you want to get a little deep into it, that is separate from the two owners that originally created it. Now, the abbreviation for a corporation, I'm sure many of you are very familiar with, is Inc. or INC. It's often used to mean incorporated legal entity. Now, both foreign and domestic corporations may register as brokerage entities. A foreign corporation is a corporation organized under the laws of another state, but is doing business in the state of Florida. Domestic corporations were incorporated in the state of Florida. Now, the owners of corporations are not the people that originally created it, but rather the stockholders. Now, the stockholders elect a board of directors that manage the corporation. Now, the directives of the board are carried out by, and this may sound familiar to you, the officers, the president, vice president, the secretary, and I'll give you a moment to think. What's the last job position? Treasurer. Now, the requirements for real estate brokerage corporations are: the corporation must register with, you guessed it, the DBPR under the corporation name. At least one of the officers or directors, of course, has to be licensed as a what? A broker. Now, any active brokers, inactive brokers, and unlicensed people may serve as officers or directors in the brokerage. However, officers and directors that deal with the public and perform real estate services have to be active brokers, period. That is pretty much the same for everyone we've discussed thus far. Now, all officers and directors who are not licensed must register with, of course, the DBPR for identification purposes. Now, inactive brokers and unlicensed people can perform managerial functions for the corporation, but not anything that is considered to be a real estate function. This includes administrative matters, bookkeeping, accounting duties. They can do those just fine. And the poor sales associates and broker associates, just like in all the other cases, still cannot be officers or directors. Now, sales associates and broker associates, however, in this case, can be shareholders in the brokerage corporation, so they can technically be owners to a degree, they just can't run it. Now, that was normal corporations. Now, non-profit corporations really are organized in pretty much the exact same manner as a normal corporation for profit. Chapter 475 inside the Florida statutes does not make a distinction between profit and non-profit corporations. However, any broker who is considering forming a non-profit corporation for real estate should first consult a tax advisor before proceeding.